been 5 years that I've been taking pictures in Scarborough, and I thought I would maybe share some thoughts on how the project's going and where I intend to take this, because in 2022 I made a video and a voice note to myself talking about what I wanted to improve, what I wanted to work on in regards to like taking pictures of Scarborough, and just my overall like thoughts and feelings and who I was at the time, and you know, the progress I'd made in the 2 years from like 2020, the end of 2019, 2020. So I thought I'd show you that and then come back and talk about how I feel now, 3 years on from the voice note, and just, you know, how the project has changed. And when you spend so long, like me and Joe has, because Joe's also like been photographing it with me. When you spend so long photographing like one place, it becomes really, really difficult. And listening to the voice note back that I made in 2022, it's really evident to me that like as much as I thought I'd photographed, I really hadn't. And that's great, you know. This is not like there's no like end date on this project. There's no like, it's a personal project. There's no, you know, there's nobody waiting for the pictures. There's nobody you know, demanding to see it. So it's really great in that, and it's actually like helped me develop so much as a photographer, like grinding and getting out here and driving here and really like immersing myself in Scarborough. So we'll cut to the 2022 voice note, and I'll jump back in and maybe share my thoughts, you know, 3 years after I've made that voice note and where I intend to take this.
I thought it was probably a good idea to start writing down my thoughts and feelings in regards to the Scarborough pictures that I've been taking. Obviously, Joe was there and there was definitely pretty some sort of I don't want to say project, it's not a project, it's super feel like I'm working, making photos that feels really natural right now. I feel like it's really starting to become something that I didn't actually expect it to become. So obviously, just my own memory, this idea kind of started from the August bank holiday in 2020, 2 years ago nearly, with the photos of family. It really opened my eyes to be like, okay, I want to be on the street. I want to be taking photos of moments. The work I've seen that I've shot recently, the last 4 weeks since coming back from Spain, has been so positive. And I like that. I've got a couple of images that are real people's, which is hard in like consecutive, because it's not, you know, normally these images present themselves after hiding in your archive or what have you. So what happens next? I think I need to be there more. I think I need to meet more people. I think I need to make myself more present there. I think I'm fairly good at making photos on the street of what have you. I think I need to be there later. I need to, you know, obviously I want to include everything: landscapes, portraits, you know, stuff on the street, events. I need to be a bit more savvy in terms of looking when to go, what's going on. I think the more miles, the more time I spend there, obviously, future me will thank myself. Yeah. So I think for the remainder of summer, just be there more. 2-3 times a week, forget all the other stuff that we've done. So just try and be there a little bit more. Just try and to this last bit of summer season. Take stock in the winter and nobody's there. And then So yeah, that's my little July 2022 thing. Maybe a couple of months. I'll do my job. All right, bye.
As you've just seen and heard, in 2022, you know, I had these ambitions of being here longer and staying later, and as I said, like previously, really like immersing myself in like Scarborough, and you know, being here longer and being here more times in the week, and I've really accomplished that, and it, you know, it's become part of my life, Scarborough, and obviously with Joe, like being here and from here, and you know, I've done really well in that. I'm now at a point in this project where I've still got like 100 rolls of film to develop from like here and like Spain and, you know, daily life, that the next real like milestone in this project is getting all that film developed and really, you know, going through the work with like a critical eye and seeing what we have here. Something I've been doing recently is going back through the last like 4 years, like since 2020 like to 2024, of really deep diving like through the deep cuts of the work that I've made in Scarborough, and realizing that so much has changed. And I think that's what this project was about. It was about capturing the present for the future, and I didn't realize that at the time. I just wanted to like make pictures that like I liked, and pictures that, you know, looked good, or, you know, how do I say this? I was trying to make pictures that were like aesthetical or like, you know, typical street photos. But now looking back, I've really realised I've kind of like actually just been documenting like life in Scarborough, and I'm really proud of that. So I really want to make this into something physical. It has to be something physical, because the work here has been physical. It's been driving here, it's been walking here like 20, 30, 35, 40,000 steps, like ridiculous like days of burning ourselves out. And you know, Joe's been on this ride as well. Like you can see on his channel that like he is doing the same thing in a totally different way, and that's what's amazing, because Scarborough's so full of life and so full of character that no one can shoot it the same. And so where do I move with this? I've done posters before, and they did really well, and I've obviously done prints, and the last time I made something physical was in 2021, and it was pictures from Spain, down the east coast of Spain, and I did 50 copies, and I was very fortunate that they sold out. I think it is now kind of time that when I do get, and it will be this year, like I do get the rest of this film developed, and I know it's a lot of rolls, but when I do get them developed, I really need to like, I really want to put it into a zine, and I also just want to keep shooting. There's so much fun and beauty in being here and just being out with the camera, feeling alive on the street. You know, I know it's like really cliche, and seeing the world. This place has changed me, and for the better. Like it's made me look at the world in a different light, and I'm really like, I'm really proud of the work I've done here, and that may be more to point of, you know, looking back at these Scarborough photos and going, this was the time of our lives, man. You know, walking around with our cameras, like having a laugh, grabbing a coffee, staying up late, you know, talking shit. Like, that's awesome, man. And like, even if, and it will, nothing ever came from this. I think that's actually why I make pictures, is to be out and about and like be with my mates, man. Yeah, I'm really glad that people are enjoying this, like my Scarborough work. I'm really appreciate it. So yeah, what I'll do now is I'll chuck in some like new photos and new video and a bit of slop, so you can enjoy that. And thank you so much for hearing my thoughts and feelings. Appreciate it.